when did your appreciation, love for coffee start?
Well, I first started drinking coffee. I must have been like 9 or 10. People think that's hilarious, but it was like 9 or 10. And there's like one memory in my head. Like it wasn't great coffee. It was community. It was. I don't talk about this because it's just so dumb, but it's so funny.
Do it here.
This is where I'm going to do it. So whenever you actually do have this channel, you can show it to like the tens of 20s of people.
Those 5 people.
Those 5 people.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Victoria won't. My wife won't even watch it, probably. Would Erica watch them?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Victoria won't. She'll probably get bored.
I'll ask her. Did you watch it?
But I was like 9 or 10. Like the first memory I really have of drinking coffee, I probably drank it before this, but was at a bowling alley. Mm-hmm. My mom and dad used to go bowl in a lot of leagues, and we would go with them, and they would be bowling like the league or 3 games, and my dad and mom would give us like, hey, here's $10, go play video games and stuff. And when you're like a 9, 10-year-old, $10 in video games is that.
Yeah.
And so like we'd be spending the rest of the time just like doing whatever. And I discovered I really like milk. And so I found like they had like the real creamers where they had to keep cold, so it was real half and half and like in the little things. So I would like literally get a cup of coffee, like a little foam cup, and like dump like 10 of the creamers in it and everything, because I just really like the creamer. I don't know, take the creamer and like throw it back and everything. It's just like drinking half and half. Like it was delicious. That's like
when you're a kid, you're like doing the sugar packets.
No, I never did that.
I did.
Yeah. When you were a kid, did they ever do that thing where they're like you snort sugar or you snort sweet and low?
No.
They never did that in your school? My school did.
No,
that.
I mean I never did that.
But the other kids
yeah,
did?
Totally.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? It's so dumb.
I know people would do pixie sticks.
Oh yeah.
Did I ever do that? I don't think I ever did that. Yeah, I don't think I ever did that. That was in middle school.
Anyways, it's totally. This is what always happens.
I don't think that's. I mean, I think a lot of people think like drinking coffee so early is weird because there's that myth about how it stunts your growth, which is which is a myth.
No, yeah, because I'm like 6'3".
Yeah, but
if it would have stunted my growth, I would have been like 7 foot tall.
Like coffee's a
this is
thing.
Me serving you coffee just because we want to. And then after this, we're going to have the same coffee on the espresso bar. Okay. So I want you to try that because you'll be able to tell like drastic differences between it brewed this way and how it's brewed. It's the same coffee, just how it's brewed is different.
So change it up.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I was in Louisiana, coffee is like a big thing. It's like community. Like you sit down, someone comes over, and we fix you some coffee or something. So I was drinking it.
Why do they put chicory in your coffee?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I think it's like a long-term history. I think it probably came because it was like a filler, and like they just adjusted their palates to it.
But like, and for Erica, like she's been drinking since she was like tiny. I mean, like super.
Victoria, like her parents would give her a cafe con leche, which was mostly leche, which is a little cafe.
Or like with her, they had the coffee and the yerba mate. I mean, that has caffeine in it. And like, it's like just tradition and like part of the culture, but like,
yeah, totally. So anyway, I drink coffee. The other next step was we would travel a lot, and my family. You and I have talked about my family, crazy family. Probably not going to get into it in this, but with the crazy family, and we would travel, we would be all together because we'd be driving all over the country, and we all together, and I would just go insane.
Yeah.
So I would, but we would go to a lot of these ski resort towns and all these small towns, and I would get away from the rest of them, and I started finding the local coffee shops, and I would start trying the cappuccinos, lattes, mochas, and different things like that. So that was the next step. I was probably 14 to 16. That was that growth and more of that coffee. And then there was when I was in high school, my junior year, I met somebody that was opening, their family was opening up a coffee shop in town, Tomball, and I started working there as soon as they opened coffee shop in Tomball, the summer before my senior year, all the way through senior year, and So that's really like where it kind of took off, and that's when I learned about like single origin coffees. And, like,
when you're at work at the coffee
yeah,
shop?
when I first had my first Kenyan AA coffee, I like fell in love with it. Like it was the first time I was able to drink coffee black because it wasn't like burnt and it had like different like it didn't just taste like coffee. It had like other flavors that just really were. It was great. So yeah, and then then when I was in seminary, I learned that like people home roast coffee. I was like, what? And I like all of a sudden like dove right into it, like researching everything I could online, and I bought the home roaster, and that's how